All right, let's get started. So like I said, I'm going to be making some crunchy, crispy chicken sandwiches, and then I'm going to be making a cheesy mac and cheese. So first thing we're going to do to get started, we're going to make our brine. Now, generally, when you make your brine, you would want to brine it for at least 4 hours, but we're not going to do that today. So I made a homemade buttermilk. So you don't have to buy a buttermilk if you don't have it. You just put regular milk with like a tablespoon, like a cup of regular milk with a tablespoon of vinegar. So we have a cup of that. I got these zesty dill pickle spares. I am going to add just the juice, a little bit of juice to that. Some spicy cherry peppers. I'm going to add just the brine, a little bit of brine to that. Some Frank's Red Hots. Love me some Frank's. Some garlic salts. About a tablespoon. Some onion powder. About the same. And some white pepper. Now I'm not going to add any salt because there's a lot of salt in that garlic salt. So, and some chili powder. All right. Now we're going to get the chicken out. I just got some chicken cutlets from the grocery store. Nothing fancy. I'm going to get them in there. Make sure you get them all covered up. You want them swimming in there. Oh yeah. You can really smell that garlic. All right. Get it mixed up. Get it coated. Okay. I'm going to put this in the fridge so we're ready for it. The kiddos, like most kiddos, love Kraft mac and cheese. I do not want to make Kraft mac and cheese when I make mac and cheese. So I came up with this stovetop mac and cheese that they really seem to like. So I've been sticking with it. So I got a pot back here, boiling water. A lot of times I like to use pasta other than Elbows, but today I'm just going to stick with good old Elbows. Can't go wrong. Just boiling. You're just going to follow the box, but cut it back by a couple minutes because I'm only going to pop it in the oven for a couple minutes because, like I said, the kids don't really like a baked mac and cheese. They really only like a stovetop mac and cheese. So we'll just put it in the oven just to melt the cheese on the top. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, make sure it doesn't stick. Also, I have oil over here getting ready to fry that chicken. You want it to be set at 350 degrees so you can get that started. Let's keep moving. So we're going to make the dredge, the coating for the chicken. So I have some flour here. We're going to put garlic powder. Now I'm going to use garlic salt only because I ran out of the garlic powder. So I'm not going to add salt to it since we have the garlic salt in here. Okay. And we got some chili powder. Now you can add whatever you like to this, whatever flavors are your favorite. If you like more spice, less spice, totally up to you. Smoked paprika, some onion powder, I add a lot because we want lots of flavor. And white powder. I'm gonna give this a mix up. All right, I'll just put this aside. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, get our cheese. For the kiddos, just some good old-fashioned sharp cheddar. You just can't go wrong. There's so much flavor in it. So I have 3 blocks of it. I'm gonna shred. Before I shred the cheese, this is cheating. I'm cheating. But this is a good cheating. I'm going to show you guys this. This is like best kept secret, I'm telling you. I spent many, many years making a roux, making a bechamel, doing all that to make the cheese sauce for mac and cheese, which is great. It's delicious. And then one day I was like, you know what? I should just use this as my base. And it is fantastic. So instead of doing the roux, instead of making a bechamel, I just use this as my base. And then all you gotta do is add your shredded cheese to this, season it up any way you want. You can make it thicker. The more cheese that you put in, you can make it thinner by adding milk to it. So dump it in there, put a little bit of water in, just to give this a good shake, because there's still a whole lot of flavor left in there you need to get out. All right. Okay. I gotta show you guys some. My friend got these for me for my birthday last week. Aren't they the cutest little things? They make me smile. Every time I come out in my kitchen, I look over there. I'm like, they are so cute. All right, back to business. While that's heating up, so we got the sharp cheese. We're gonna get them in here, get them shredded. Check out my oven mitt. Says, bitch, I am the secret ingredient. She knows me so well. All right, so we don't overcook the pasta. Let's get this strained. All right, so we're gonna start getting some of this cheese in here. We're gonna get our oil turned back on now that it dropped down to where we needed it to be. Let me show you. You see how thick that is? I like it like that. So we're gonna turn that off and take that pasta. I'm gonna mix it in here. Got this little pan. This is a little 8x8 glass. Look at this. See it? Oh my goodness, I love that sound. And that's funny because I'm one of those people that gets like super annoyed with people and the sounds they make. I'm pretty sure that's called something. You know, like when you cannot stand the sounds people make when they're chewing or breathing or crinkling bags, like chip bags or something like that. So, oh my gosh. You could eat this like this. This could be done. This absolutely could be done. But I just want to make it a little bit with a little bit of cheese on top. That's all. That's all I want to do. Finish it up that way. Smells so good. Looks so good. Smells so good. Definitely not fitting any more in there. I have the oven. It's preheated to 425. I'm not going to pop this in yet because that's not going to take long. And I want to get this chicken started. Just set up our little breading station. Gonna get the chicken out. It's been brining. Like I said, you can brine these overnight. I just brined them as long as we've been on here. It's the last minute dinner idea. Keep an eye on your oil. You want your oil to be 350 degrees. We're gonna add a little bit of drippings of the brine in here, because we want our breading to be a little chunky. Okay. All right, so we go right from here. It's gonna be messy. I'm warning you. Press it in there. You want a lot of breading. If you're going for that real crispy chicken, you want a lot of that breading on there. See, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay, let's get this chicken over here. We want to fry in small batches. If you overcrowd it, it's not going to get crispy. You're going to drop the temperature. The temperature is going to drop a little bit anyways, so I'm probably just going to do 2 at a time. And slowly add it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love that sound. Slowly add it. Okay. I'm gonna get another pan out, another rack, because when they're done frying, you definitely don't want to put it back on the pan that the raw chicken was on. Getting closer. I have the oven set 425. I'm just gonna pop this in there, because really all we're doing is melting that cheese on top. Get one of these out. Check the temp. Good. Oh yeah, we're good. The next 2. Let's turn the heat up just a little bit since it drops when you put the chicken in here. Bigger one in there. All right, let me bring this over and show you guys. It's crispy, yummy goodness. While it's still warm, I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt on it. Little salt. See that? Those bubbles? Yes. This is a hefty piece. Oh my goodness. My husband's probably gonna want that one. So I got this mayonnaise and hot sauce. Super simple. Thought about grabbing some tomatoes or some lettuce and all that, but I was like, nope, I don't want all that. I want to keep it simple. All right, we're gonna finish up here. Plate my sandwich. Scoop some mac and cheese. Show you guys what it's looking like, and then we'll wrap it up. See that? Oh my goodness, so cheesy. Making a mess. All right, take a look. It smells amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Appreciate you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.